Wait! Didn't you notice I was sleeping? Why if somebody came into your bedroom and you were sleeping and they went, oh, hooray! Oh, hooray! You'd be like, what the Calm the down. Although, having said that, I can already tell you're better than last night's audience. No, here. Here's the thing. If you saw the show last night, there seemed to be the audience were a tiny bit hostile. And Craig seemed to be a little upset with them. He goes home saying he won't come out tonight. He said he's not coming out until you all believe in fairies. Now, do you all believe in fairies? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. And look at the size of my ears. I said, do you believe in fairies? All right, you're scaring away all the fairies now. Right, he'll probably come out after a break, but I want to warn you, he's vulnerable tonight. So don't mention that odd stain on his pants. We all know it looks a little bit like a map of Africa. So there's no need to point it out by shouting, oh, look! He's got a map of Africa on his trousers. CBS cares.
Late Show with Craig Ferguson, sponsored by Progressive. Visit progressive.com today. Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
That's fine, it's enough. Great. No, you're already you have proved to me you are much better than last night's audience. It's true. But then again, being better than last night's audience is like being the tallest midget. I think you know what I'm saying. If you were in the audience last night, yeah. If you were watching last night and you thought, why do all these people hate Craig? That's exactly what I was thinking. An entire audience last night made up of people who want to post anthrax to me. Whereas these people, I think, not so much. Not yet. It's a great day for America, everybody. Yes! It is. It's, of course, Friday. Oh, thank goodness it's Friday. But what a week it has been. What a week it has been. I'm sort of like a high-pitched William Shatner. It's a sort of Mickey Mouse William Shatner. Hey, Pluto. Don't you people understand love? Anyway, it's been a terrible week. You had the earthquake on the East Coast, the hurricane, the anthrax scare for me, and all this week I've been asking, why? Why couldn't this happen during sweeps? But it's true, an intern opened a threatening letter containing white powder right here, and it turned out to be harmless, which is a shame, because I feel we have too many interns. But they... Anyway, the anthrax stuff makes me long for the good old days, you know, when the only thing we had to worry about was a bubonic plague. Yeah, I'm pretty old, yeah. It's a great day for America. It's a great day over in England. The royal family just got even more adorable. Prince Charles adopted a puppy. A puppy. A tiny little puppy. He has floppy ears, a big snout. He poops everywhere. I don't know what the puppy's like. Hey, still got it. Still got it. That's right. You can send anthrax to me. You can give me the crappiest audience in the history of television. And I'll still do a joke or two. Anyway, it's another Friday, another big movie opening today. The movie today is Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. I went to see it this afternoon. I got to a ticket booth and I said, don't be afraid of the dark. And the guy said, hey, I work in a movie theater, I can't be. And we laughed and laughed. And then I kissed him. I'm kidding. I didn't see the movie, but I kissed the dude. No. If Don't Be Afraid of the Dark is successful, you know there's going to be other movies with similar titles, you know, Don't Swim on a Full Stomach, and... Don't touch yourself or you'll go blind. Is that true? Yes, it is. Don't Be Afraid of the Dark is one of them horror movies. No, it looks too scary. Now let me clarify. Scary as in creepy, not scary as in, oh God, I let my coupon to 9 West expire. That's horror. Am I right, lady in Lesbian Row? God, I wish you'd have been here last night, uncontrollable laugher. Huh? What? They kissed? Yeah. I miss everything here. Anyway, when I watch the horror movies, I can't believe the did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't like the horror movies, is what I'm saying. When I watch the horror movies, I always close my eyes during the scary parts. I do the same during sex. I'm not that scared of sex, just when the bill arrives. There's always a bill. Don't Be Afraid of the Dark is the only movie named after something my parents used to tell me, I think. And it will remain the only one until there's a movie called Shut Up, You Fat Wee Bastard. That's right, laugh at my pain. There's actually a name for being afraid of the dark. It's called nyctophobia. Now, Sigmund Freud believed it was a manifestation of separation anxiety, and knowing Freud, he probably meant separation from penises. But if you're afraid of something, there's ways of dealing with it, is what I'm saying. I used to be afraid of flying, so I immersed myself in flying, and eventually I got my pilot's license. I also used to be afraid of the dark, so I immersed myself in a TV studio that doesn't have any lights. Face your fears, that's what I say. Face them. Face them, look them in the eye. Now, Don't Be Afraid of the Dark stars Katie Holmes and Guy Pearce. By the way, Guy Pearce is the name of the shop where I buy my nipple rings. Have you got... It's just a drive-by to Guy Pearce. You got a poster of this movie? There you are. Ooh, that is scary, isn't it? Look at all those, apparently those tiny little hands belong to terrifying little creatures. Katie Holmes is perfect for this movie then. Yes, exactly! Wait a minute, cross between Mickey Mouse and William Shatner? It is a bit like him, isn't it? Anyway, the creatures in this movie are small goblins who terrorize a child. And I'm thinking, well, aren't children really small goblins themselves? How do you tell which one is which? I'm kidding! Don't send me letters, children. In fact, don't send me letters, anyone. I've had it with letters. Don't anybody send me any more letters. No more letters. You want to talk to you email me, you tweet me, you do it electronically where there is no way you can get powder to me. No more letters. Any letters that are sent here are going to be shipped on. No more. Nope. Nope. I used to open them all myself. And when I say all of them, I would wait by the mailbox. Anyway, I don't want to see a movie about a small goblin. I rented a movie in a hotel room once called Big Goblin. That's pretty funny, wasn't it? Yeah. See what I did? Yeah. It was a double entendre.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. How's your arm feeling?
Oh, well, you know, it's actually inspired me to write my own horror film.
Oh, really? What's the name of your horror
It's
film?
called Don't Stick Your Only Working Arm Up a Horse's Ass.
Ah, well. There is that. No. I thought you and Secretariat looked busy.
Yeah, busy.
Hey, they're a better audience than last night.
Oh, they are outstanding.
Yeah. All you have to do is tell them they're a good audience and they give themselves a round of applause. I mean, it's amazing.
What a good audience.
You want to take us to the...
Oh, I thought you were asking me when to put my hand up a horse's ass.
That is what I was asking.
Oh, okay.
No, do the thing.
Yeah, sure.
Do the thing.
Coming up after the break, the results of my paternity test. Plus, more shameless mugging for cheap laughs.
I thought you were going to get it tonight. I heard a little peep before you started sputtering.
Yeah, that wasn't the harmonica.
There you are. They're a good audience, aren't they?
Yeah, they're great, man.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to, because I don't know. How's your arm? You all right?
It's all right.
All right, yeah.
I think we're going to be good as new next week.
All right then. Are you going to get some work done on it at the weekend?
Yeah. Grant Imahara, who built me, my daddy, he's going to give me a job on my hand.
A job on your hand?
So he's going to give me
what do you call
a
that?
hand job. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I said it.
Yeah. Grant lives in San Francisco, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Hey, you know one of the other Mythbusters, Tory Belleci, he's on tonight. He lives in San Francisco. Do you have a place in San Francisco?
Oh, yeah, I got a place there. You should come by sometime.
Oh,
yeah. We'll get naked, we'll throw beads and all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Lick my mohawk.
Can you do the thing?
Sure.
It's that part of the show where Craig reads your anthrax-free emails in an effort to fill up time.
It's true. Play the thing.
Twitter. Tweets will set you free. Triceratops. Twitter. Tweet the night with me. Check the tweets. And also email.
Emails are coming. This is Josh. No, this is not Josh. This is from Josh. Josh is a fully grown, functioning human being, and this is just a piece of paper. A piece of paper on which there is very little anthrax. This is from Josh in Martinsville in Indiana. You ever been to Martinsville?
Oh, yeah, I got a place there.
You got a place in Martinsville?
Yeah, you should come by sometime. Get naked, and throw beads, and punch people in the face.
Well, good for you. Anyway, Josh says, "Dear Craig and Jeff," he says Jeff too.
Hi.
Right. Says, I have started learning German to impress the ladies, but women seem to think that German is not a romantic language. What language do you think would be the most alluring? Well, I'm sure German women think German is a romantic language. Otherwise, there wouldn't be any Germans. I think look, the problem you're mistaken is it's not the learning German that's the problem. It's the assumption that all women are going to think the same thing. This is ludicrous. But they don't. Not all men think the same thing. Not all women think the same thing. Sometimes I have known women. I am saying I may have been involved with women who don't think the same thing from 1 minute to next. But that's the way of things. Anyway, if you think German's going to do it, you're wrong. They tried that before. This is from Brent. What language do you think is a good language, romantic?
I think Welsh is very romantic.
Welsh, really?
Sure.
Have you ever been to Wales?
I've got a place there.
You got a place there?
I sure do.
You got a place there?
Yeah, I go throw beads and
Anyway, Brenda in Jacksonville, Florida says, hey, Craig, it doesn't mention you. Hey, Craig, I'm pregnant and the father could be one of two guys. Uh-oh. How do I handle this situation? Well, it sounds like you've been handling it just fine up to now. May I suggest Maury Povich? You got the wrong show. Maury's the one. Isn't it Maury's the one that does the paternity test? You can get yourself over to Maury. He'll sort you out. He's got them paternity tests, and they'll figure out who's your baby daddy, and then it'll be awesome. This is from Tracy in Tacoma in Washington. Ever been to Tacoma in Washington?
Oh, yeah, get a little pad down there. She can buy some. Yeah, we'll get together, get naked, throw beads, beat up some Welsh people.
Tracy says, Dear Craig, Jeff, and Secretariat, who's that at the door? All right, that's enough. Dear Craig, Jeff, and Secretariat. We don't have time for this, do we? All right then. Well, look, I'll put this in my file holder. And on Monday we'll get to that one. All right. Join us on Monday. We'll get to that. We'll take a commercial break, and when we come back, more crap. My first guest tonight is a very beautiful musician and actress. She's a good friend of this show. She's a lovely woman. She smells really nice. I just smelled her backstage, and she's... Wow, it's really stayed with me. I know, I'm a little bit like Hannibal Lecter, a little bit... Please welcome the lovely Shirley Manson, everybody. Shirley Manson. You?
I'm good.
You look good.
You look good yourself.
You smell very nice. I have to say, whatever it is you're wearing, it smells lovely. What is it?
It is a Parisian scent by Guerlain, actually.
It's really nice. It's really very beautiful. It reminds me of...
Don't start.
Well, I was going to say it reminds me of something lovely, and then I realised I couldn't really think of many lovely things.
Yeah, see, I knew it. I knew it.
Oh, by the way, happy birthday. It's your birthday today.
Thank you. It is my birthday.
Something. We got you something. Something I know you'll like.
Oh,
50 bucks in singles. Right there.
Well, like a true Scot, I'm going to count every single one.
No, you don't count them now. No, you can keep that. Regis was here. It was his birthday. I gave him 50 bucks. You can get 50 bucks too. In singles. And I had to dance a lot for all of those. That's like 3 hours in the...
And where was it tucked in?
Well, it's tucked into my areas.
Indeed.
Have you ever danced in a strip club?
What do you think?
No, I don't.
Although I will say this, my music is the stuff that gets played by a
I've
lot of
noticed
strippers.
that apparently sometimes I've heard from friends that there is. They do play garbage in
But to
strip
me,
clubs.
that's the biggest compliment. When the strippers play your songs, you know you've made it.
Yeah, no, it's true.
It's true.
And listen, anything that isn't Black Velvet in a strip club is a step up, you know, because they all do that. Black Velvet!
No, the worst one is she's a maniac.
Maniac! Yeah,
That's much worse.
no, that is bad. Who did that?
Oh, somebody asked me this just the other day because I am always singing that song and I
She's
can't
a
remember.
maniac.
Maniac on the floor.
Do you know the one that I really hate, but they never play it in strip clubs, apparently, is Sky Rockets in Flight, Afternoon Delight, Afternoon... You never heard that?
What kind of strip clubs are you going to? What?
Gentle Ones.
I have never heard that song, seriously. Who's that by?
I don't know. I don't know.
Eminently forgettable.
Oh, it's great. Anyway, are you making any songs then? Yeah? You getting back to work, for God's sakes?
I have been busy at work. I'm on my way to the studio not as we speak, but after this.
Really? You're working on your birthday at night?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. With Garbage, new album?
Yes, Garbage has a new album coming.
Yes,
We're so
finally!
excited.
How long has that
That has been, well, 6 years, actually.
been? 6 years?
Yeah, it's been
Doesn't
6
it
years.
occur to you that maybe you would want to work a little bit harder than that?
I was tired.
Yeah, but what's the
I
deal
was
with
so
musicians that are
tired.
like, oh, I'm not going to write anything for 5 years? I'm like, really?
Well, it's not that you don't want to write anything for 5 years, but have you ever been in a bus with 5 or 6 guys by yourself for
Yes.
2 years?
Yes, I have.
It's tiring, isn't it, Craig? You filthy beast.
You didn't want to tour? That was it?
Yeah, I was done. I needed to have a normal life. I hadn't had a normal life since I was like 15.
You never.
You
I
can't
knew
even
you when
remember
you were
that far
15
back.
and you didn't have a normal life then.
No, that's true.
No, you didn't. I mean, you were in bands very, very young.
So were you.
I know, yeah. The advantage you have over me is I can't remember, and your bands were successful. Mine are lost in the blackout of history.
Not in my history.
Yeah, it was fine. Have you ever been back? You been back to Edinburgh often?
I'm going next week.
Really?
Yeah, and I believe you were there a few weeks ago.
I was, yeah. I wasn't in Edinburgh. I was in Glasgow. I hadn't been back in Scotland in a long time, since my mother died, actually. And I went. I know it's horrible. And I went in a huff. I thought I can't go back. And then I went back and I thought, oh, it's lovely here.
It is lovely, but have you noticed the alarming trend of fake tan that the Scots have suddenly got involved in? Seriously, have you noticed that?
Yeah, I did notice that a little bit.
There's a lot of ring marks.
Yeah, no.
And a lot of orange face.
Yeah.
And white neck.
Yeah, no, I did notice that a little bit. I was kind of like, oompa loompa, you know.
It's so like
A
that.
little bit,
My
yeah.
husband is always like, what's with the girls with the orange faces? I don't understand it. It's like, it's...
Well, no, to be fair, it's only the Protestant girls with the orange faces. No, the Catholic girls have the green faces and the Protestant girls have the orange faces. You know that.
You know, that is pathetic. Spoken like a true West Coaster.
Whoa! How dare you?
I very dare you.
You know, the towns that we're from in Scotland, by the way, are 45 miles apart. It's about there.
That's true.
And but Edinburgh is a much posher town than Glasgow.
Some would say classy.
Classy, whereas I'm from Glasgow, some would say
Not so classy.
salt of the earth. It's like Paris and Detroit.
And I believe you were in my favourite city in Paris.
Yeah, I was in Paris recently. Yeah, we went. Have you been recently? Isn't your
I'm-
husband French?
No, I wish.
Oh, all right.
No, but I am going there in a couple of weeks. I'm going to Paris. I'm following in your footsteps.
Well,
but
you,
just
were you going to do a
retarded
late night show
slightly.
in Paris?
I wish.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Never you mind.
Well, no.
No, but where are you in Paris?
Yeah. Or
And?
where?
No.
Where?
Where?
I'm sorry, your accent's very difficult
Oh,
for me to
wow. Wow. That's interesting.
Well-
because, you know, backstage, just before I came in here, I was with my manager. And he said...
Your manager is 2 rabbits? You're managed by 2 rabbits? We'll take care of you. Yes, we will.
Yeah.
10% each.
That's a slamming indictment of the music business right there.
Right.
Anyway, moving on, he said to me, he doesn't sound Scottish anymore.
Is your manager Scottish?
No.
Well, crikey, then. How does he know?
Well, I said exactly the same thing.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes I think it's true. I've lived here for like 16, 17 years. I think it rubs off a little bit. Sometimes when my latte isn't ready, I get cross.
How cross?
You know, I'll go, hey! Where's my latte? There, I'll go. Do you get trouble back home for they saying that you've lost your accent?
Oh, yeah. People have said that to me ever since I even stepped on a plane to go to America.
No,
it's like, you've got no American.
To go on your holidays to England, though. You know, there was some guy who said on Twitter, sent to me, he said, you're Scottish when it suits you. And I wanted to tweet him back, but I didn't. I pretended I didn't see it.
You sent him a letter of anthrax.
No, I wanted to send him a letter with some anthrax, and it said, I wanted to say, I'm also Scottish when it doesn't suit me. What's your point?
I totally relate, Craig.
Yes, I know. Hey, we're out of time already.
Already? Come on.
All right, then we're not.
Hey!
But we are.
Okay.
All right,
fine.
so,
fine, suit yourself.
wait, no.
No, suit yourself.
Hey.
I'm off.
No, wait,
I'm
don't.
taking your money. And I'm going to give it to the audience.
No, don't do They're not that good. Actually, I should have given it to last night's audience and might get some reaction.
There you go.
Now, very quickly, mouth organ, awkward pause, touch my glittery ball.
Awkward pause, always.
Good. I'm glad you said that. Now, awkward pause, we're stepping it up a little bit.
How do I play?
Well, it's not. Well, okay, there is. It's awkward pause. The awkward part is I'm trying to sneak a look at your areas, and you catch me. It's awkward. It's kind of creepy. It's a creepy awkward pause.
But what parts?
Lady parts.
I don't have any.
I'll be the judge of that.
Okay, and then what am I supposed to do?
Be awkward.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. I'm feeling a bit judged. You put judgment into the awkward pause. It's meant to be a safe place. Shirley Manson, everybody, over right back. You're welcome, Dramamine. My next guest, well, you know him from the Mythbusters. He's also the host of the Science Channel's Flying Anvils, which sounds very scientific. It premieres September the 5th. Take a look at this. Now, you know how you know it's science? Because of the banjos. It's science, diggly-diggly-dee. Please welcome Tory Belleci, everybody. So, welcome. Good to see you.
Thank you. Last time I was here, I had a leprechaun on my lap.
Yeah, you know, I think the leprechaun kind of liked you.
Yeah, but he didn't have an Irish accent.
I don't have a Scottish accent, apparently, either, so...
It's just weird.
Well, I think he's from Cleveland, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He never called either.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
But you know that
we had a bond, but...
When you see a rainbow...
Well, I do live in San Francisco.
You live in San Francisco?
Yes,
you see a lot of rainbows.
See a lot of rainbows.
Hey,
yeah.
look, Shirley Manson didn't take her birthday money, so I'll split it, 25 each.
That sounds great.
All right.
Thank you. This is better than a leprechaun.
Yeah, that's worth 25 leprechauns right there. Yeah. Now, I am very excited for you for your new show, Flying Anvils. Because that's going to really get to the heart of the question that's been really needling away at the scientific community.
Yeah, a lot of
for years. I
scientists-
mean, can the anvil actually fly? We don't know.
Well, the thing is, I mean, we do a lot of crazy stuff on Mythbusters, but I have to say, this is on the Science Channel. It's probably the craziest stuff I've been around. I mean, they take a 100-pound anvil, they drill out a hole, fill it with black powder, put another anvil on top, light a fuse, and launch these things like 150, 200 feet in the air with the explosion. I mean, it's like some serious hillbilly. Ooh la la.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I could tell because the ying ding 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 ding. We're gonna fly some anvils, the ying ding ding ding. It's science. But is this legal?
They've been doing this for like 200 years. Like, I don't know, like, why I never knew this was a sport. That's the first thing.
It's a sport?
Yeah. These guys are like competing. The higher you go and the closer you get to your base, the more points you rack up. And so these guys are doing it, and we're out there, you know, for 2 days, lighting these things off. And at first you're terrified because you have this 100-pound anvil flying in the air above your head. It looks like it's gonna land on your head.
Yeah, and you weren't wearing a hard hat either. I noticed that, yeah.
No, and if these things go off course, I mean, someone's gonna die.
Wait a minute, off course, how on course can a...
Well, that's where the science...
It's an exploding anvil.
That's
like, oh, it seems to be veering off course.
Well, that's where the science comes into place.
Right.
It's on the Science Channel.
Right.
They level it. They take, you know, a lot of engineering involved to get these things to go straight up and straight down.
Does anyone ever ride the anvil? I think you know what I'm saying.
You know what? I thought about that. I was like, how bad would it be if I jumped on it real quick and it went off? And
It would
like,
kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it would kill you.
So I didn't do it.
Pretty good TV, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're going to
I don't
jump
know what it would
wait
feel like.
until sweeps. If you're going to jump on the anvil,
Yeah.
wait till sweeps. No,
And so we're out there firing these things all day, and you start getting used to it. It's like it's no longer scary, and you're still like, wait, there's this thing up in the air that could potentially kill me. There was an accident. I don't know if it's going to be in the show, but I mean, this is very dangerous stuff.
Yeah, you're blowing up anvils.
Yeah. And so
dangerous, and can I add irresponsible, perhaps?
No. They're very responsible. However, there was one incident while we were filming where this guy went up and he lit the fuse, and he had this top hat and these glasses and a cigar, and he was lighting.
That's how you know he's a scientist.
Yeah.
Top hat
and the glasses, yeah.
cigar.
And so
I think this is going to be great.
So he goes to light it, and we're all, you know, we're watching. Okay, here he goes, and it blows up in his face.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh my gosh.
You said, oh my gosh? I don't think you said, oh my gosh.
I said, oh.
Tootsie Fruits. Yeah.
And the smoke clears, and in my head I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this guy's dead. Like, I've just seen somebody die. And the smoke cleared, and his hat's gone. He's got white smoke on his face, just like in the cartoons. He had some injuries to his hand, but he was okay. So they rushed him to the hospital, and he was like, I'm sorry for ruining the event. Keep it going. Like, he was at the hospital.
And that's a dedication to science that's going to get us. That's what makes America the leader in technology right now.
Yeah.
That kind of spirit.
But everybody.
And what happened to the cigar? Was the cigar all
Who
right?
knows? The cigar was. But everybody turned to me and they're like, "Oh, well, you're on MythBusters. You're used to seeing this kind of stuff all the time."
No, but you're very safe.
And I was like, "I've never seen anything this horrifying in my life."
No, the MythBusters, the explosions on MythBusters are very.
No, we have like bomb techs. We're miles away. We're you know, operating them remotely. So.
Get blasé about explosions. You like if you went to a war zone now, you think, well, yeah.
Yeah, actually, I mean, you never get tired of it. But yeah, you do kind of get used to it. It's like, oh, that was a good one. But it's not like, oh my gosh, that scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, you know, I noticed though, clearly because you have to say, oh my gosh.
Right. Well, right? That's late. I can say.
No, you can't swear here. No one cusses on this show, buddy.
Right.
But.
Right.
But you have to say, oh my God. It must be very difficult to not cuss sometimes when they're
on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally. Because there's, I mean, you know, once in a while something will go off and you're just like, holy.
Ay caramba. Yeah.
You know, and you know, but you can't do that because it's Discovery Channel.
You shouldn't do it here either.
Yeah.
What about the guns? I've noticed in the gun myths, you're actually quite a good shot. Do you have a lot of guns? Are you packing right now? I think you know what I'm saying.
No, I'm not packing right now. I don't have a license to conceal, but yeah, I do like to shoot.
Yeah.
When are you gonna come up and shoot and blow some stuff up with us?
I'd quite like to do that. I think.
What do you got? You got anything you want to blow up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, over there. Yeah, there he is, the man in dark. Look, gets a little trail of black powder over there. Boom. Or the robot. Oh, by the way, can you tell Grant the
what
robot?
happened to his arm?
Nah, he needs another hand job from Grant. Apparently it's a technical scientific term.
Yeah, and after that, I'm gonna ride an anvil.
Yeah. Yo, by the way, do you know what an anvil is? What it's for?
Oh yeah, blacksmithing.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Someone asked me today, Tory's doing the anvil show, and I'm like, they said, what's an anvil for?
Like Wile E. Coyote, like from the,
right,
the
exactly.
cartoons.
You
Right.
get them from Acme, you drop them from a cliff
Right.
onto the Roadrunner.
Exactly.
Do you know what my dad used to love? I met all your family up in Monterey, right?
Yeah.
But my dad used to love the Roadrunner. It's the only thing that made him laugh. Nothing else made him laugh. Nothing else. But he used to watch the Roadrunner and he'd go, there's no way that coyote's getting him again.
He never got used to it.
Never got used to it. It's the only thing. He's like, oh no, this is the disaster waiting to happen here. He's painted the tunnel onto the road. That was great. So you still you play golf up there?
Yeah, I do.
Is that when I met you up there?
Actually, I hit a hole in one once. Not
Is that cool?
Not in Pebble Beach. Not. Ever heard of a hole in one?
Yeah, I've heard of a hole in one.
It's nothing like that.
It's a club that Jeff goes to.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
You had a hole in one?
I hit a
That's
hole in
amazing,
one, and I was all excited. I went back to the clubhouse, and the pro and the golf pro went, oh, which hole? And I was like, hole 6. He was like, oh yeah, I've gotten like 3 on that hole. Oh. And I'm like, you're a professional. This is like my only chance to get like a hole in
what
one.
What a jerk, man.
Yeah.
You know what we should get that guy to do? Ride the anvil.
Yeah. Or send him a letter.
Send him a letter with a little powder.
Yeah. What's going on with that?
Oh man, I don't know.
I thought everybody
I
loved
thought
you.
I was some kind of buffoon telling jokes in the middle of the night. Apparently, I'm a threat to something.
Apparently.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You know, the good thing about working on Mythbusters, I guess, if anybody sends anything dangerous, you guys can just use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, it's good.
And nobody messes with us
No.
for some reason.
Well, it's because you're
we
in a
can blow
secret
stuff up.
location. There is that.
Yeah, there is that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I said I'll come up, and everybody was like, well, you'll need the secret directions.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's not, you can't just go there.
You can't just Google it.
You can.
Yeah.
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 To Google.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tweet it. You could tweet. You could tweet where it's at.
You should tweet tomorrow that you're on this show. Don't tweet today, you idiot, that you're on this show.
Right. What are you talking?
I mean, don't tweet yesterday.
Oh, the cat's out of the bag. You. Why? What am I gonna do?
Right, we're out of time. Awkward pause.
Do I get to keep this?
Yeah.
Okay. How about an awkward moment?
Awkward pause. Oh,
sorry.
What the hell, man?
Sorry. It's the money. I'm getting crazy here.
Yeah. It's just, $25 and suddenly you're...
I know.
What will you do for 50?
I'll ride the anvil.
Tory Belleci, everybody!
Next week on The Late Late Show, William Shatner, Kathy Griffin, and Lindsay Sloan.
What did we learn on the show tonight, Greg?
Okay, we split it 2 ways. You take $25. I take $25. Nobody saw nothing.
You got it, pal.
All right. Tell you one thing I hate is a dirty cop.
Boy, that's the truth. Listen.
Yeah?
We're in this club. It's called Hole in One. Now, the suspect's in there. He's a blacksmith. He's gonna ask you to ride the anvil. Don't.
I don't want to ride the anvil. I'm looking for a dirty cop.
I know just where to find him.
See you next time.